this is Carrie from Paper Adventures, and I'm back for the 50 Stack Challenge 6. And we are on number 9 and 10. And what the 50 Stack Challenge is, this is basically CraftyCats challenge. And she pulls 2 prompts out of a bag. And the goal is to make 2 ephemera pieces based on the description that she pulls out. For example, let me find the ones that I did last. I should have had this ready, but I do not. Okay. Last week we had number 7, which was paper bag. I wrote paper bag. And I just made this envelope, I guess, out of this paper bag. It was my mom's birthday on this particular day, so I did kind of do some things in regards to her. That's her picture when she was young, and anyways, there's that, and there's a pocket there. So that was number 7, and then number 8 was flashcard. So I actually did not have this type of a flashcard, so I just made one, and that's what Crafty Cat had done too. So I just kind of followed suit, just of course with different decoration type pieces, but this can be a tag or journaling spot, but that's what number 8 was. And you can go back and look at all the other ones if you wanted to. And let's see, let me get my paper here and we will see what number 9 and 10 are. Get my pen. And also, if you wanted to join along, you would just do hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 6. And you can join along. And she doesn't have any rules, really. You can do whatever you want, just as long as you use the prompts or whatever. Okay, number 9 is dots. And number 10 is tree. And I will tell you, if you go and look for Crafty Cat's video, she does have a freebie, if you will, and it's basically a free digital download. And it's this right here. And she does that from time to time. She has really great digitals. And I've mentioned this before, but you can go to her Etsy store. And that's where I get all my digitals. I just love the stuff she does. But I'm going to be using this for mine, and I think she used that too, because she's making a certain journal and she's kind of making ephemera to go along with that journal. Okay, number 9 was dots, and I'm going to do basically what she did, which I thought was a great idea, because I mean, generally I don't know, I can't see myself wanting to have a journal with dots necessarily, but what she did, and let me go ahead and find a piece of paper here. And I'll probably do 2 because I think it's going to be pretty quick. If I feel like it's not, then I'm not. I'm just going to do 1. But basically all she does is she gets some paint and she kind of uses this like a stamp and just does this to the paper and makes circles. And she uses that like for background pieces and stuff like that. And I really like that idea. And I actually just want to do this one black because I am going to be making a journal at some point that I'm going to want black background, like, or black and white. And it's kind of going to be more on a whimsical side. So I want kind of the background, a lot of the pieces to be black and white. And I kind of was inspired by one of the journals that Crafty Cat has just done. So I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do this type of journal, but I do have it in my mind to do so. So I thought I'll go ahead and have this background paper at least. So let me find my black paint real quick. And I love using these tins. I think I'm sure that was 2. Let's see, I'm going to use some scrap paper here. Oh, I also use this, I mean, I could use this tiny slot, so I can just have all different kinds of, I really like this idea. It's so simple. She also, did a bunch of, oh my goodness. Well, let me find, you know what? This is okay, because I can just, cut that part out if I need to. I just need to be careful. But she just gets off a marker, a black marker, and she just does like lines, 3 lines, does them in clusters, and it really looks really good when she just uses them as background pieces. Which really makes sense instead of going and buying, what do you call it, a tablet, with a bunch of black and white stuff. You can just do something like this. Me too. And of course, you can do any color that you want. It's like extremely windy today. We actually had a storm come through last night, and oops, well, this ain't working out too well. And I didn't know there was going to be a storm until I was fixing to go to bed and happened to get on Facebook and do a quick run through, and I saw our weather guy talking about the storm that's going to come through. And I didn't have it really bad here, but right outside of us it did. A lot of people's electricity was off and all of that. So, oh, but here's a quick look at that. I mean, actually, I feel like I need way more, because I know if I'm adding this as a background, I'm going to want to see, and you could add other, you could do lines also on here if you wanted, but since this is dots, we're just going to do this. And there's no, I'm not really letting myself think about it. I was at first, but now I'm just, just going for it, really. And you could always later on add another color if you, wanted to. I think I was going to do the stars, so that's what I'm looking for. But I think I want to just have this really filled up. Or at least more filled than it was. But anyways, today we've had terrible winds. It's been basically a dust storm. It's been, orange from the sand out there. I'm just now starting to see some sun coming through, and it is about 4 in the afternoon, so I'm glad to see that. So I think I'll let this page go like that. So basically, yeah, I really like that. It'll be a good background. And like I said, you know what? Every time I think about that, I keep thinking I need to add more. Because I'm picturing this tour and on different places, I think, okay, good enough. Let me just get all the paint off of here at least. Okay, for real this time. If you can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and do another page just like that, because might as well do 2. Could probably even do more, but I'm just going to do a couple. I'm going to do like some lines or something like that on camera one day, because I'm going to need to do that at some point when I do make that journal. So I do have a bunch of black and white background already prepared. You can also, if you're just looking to make some quick ephemera, if you want to watch a movie, you can just sit and do this. See, that'd be so easy. You don't have to think about this, you just stamp away. Okay, I got 2 pages of dots. And like I said, I'll be able to use these as backgrounds, just like I would, any craft paper. So there is that. Now what I decided that I'm going to do for trees is I'm going to make a paperclip cluster, is the only thing I know to call it. And I was actually working on one of my journals that I'll be doing on video, which I mentioned in my last one. I'm doing a journal. I want to complete it and just have all of the kinks worked out. That way I can then do one on camera, which of course it'll have different, decoration and stuff, but it'll basically be the same thing other than that. But anyways, I just was making a few of these paperclip clusters for that journal. So I thought that's exactly what I'm going to do for this one, because I just feel like that'll be something easy. Let me get my paper. And you don't really have to do this part. The only reason that I'm doing this is because I realized on one of my glue, when I put my glue on, you could kind of see the outline of the paper clip. And let me show you the one, at least one that I made, so you can kind of see, if I can find it, kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, here's a couple. These are paper clip clusters. If you can see, the back has a paper clip, and you glue a piece of paper basically in between, so the paper clip is stuck, but you can stick these on your journals just in a page there. And this is the one I'm talking about. I realize I don't know if you can tell or not, you can just see the outline of that paper clip, because I mean, that's fine, but I didn't want to see that, so I want to have something hard or like to cover that, anyways, if that makes sense. So I just tore a piece of file folder off of here, and now let's see. I think I want to use this one right here. Now I'm going to tear this first. I need to clean this ruler off. The only thing, when I do these paperclip clusters, I do like it to, kind of be like a collage, like this one was. What did I do with it again? I have it covered up. you know, I like to have some things, even more than that, really. So the only thing is, I feel like this is just going to have to be one. I could do something. I could make it. I could turn it like this. Actually, look, I'm already changing my mind right in the. I could actually just do a small. You know, I may not. I may do both. I may do whatever I'm fixing to do here. And which I'll just show you. I'm not going to stress out, and I say this every time, I'm not going to stress out too much about what this is. It's probably going to be some type of a tag after all. But I do still want to make one of the paper clip clusters, but I'm going to use a different paper because I feel like I should get done with this pretty quickly. At least I think so. And I can just let this be a tag. Wait, is this upside down? Yeah, it sure is. Thought that looked weird. And look, I was just going to show you something. I just think it looks really neat if you had like tore a piece of this for a background and put something, not this, but something in the background. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with this one, but it's just look really cute. Something more whimsical though. Oh my goodness. My electricity went off several times today while I was working. And so my system, oh my word, look what I've done. I wasn't able to work. I think the electricity, it went off just for a second. The electricity, I don't know. I guess the wind being so high, but went off just for a few seconds, enough for me to try to, sign on to my work computer, and I could not sign on. It did something with my system, I guess, but I didn't get it. They didn't get it fixed for me until like almost 3 o'clock. So. I'm actually going to leave that just like that is. This can be something that can be either stuck in a pocket or literally just paper clip the normal way onto a page, and there's a writing spot. So, we don't always have to try and just make these elaborate things. It can just be something like this just to stick on the side as an extra piece, because One of the journals that I do plan to make does have these trees, has trees and stuff in there. So this will be something perfectly that I could use. What? Something perfect I can use. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day. But anyways, there's that. And so, I mean, that's simple, right? I mean, trees. I made, this has been the most easiest 50 stack challenge for me. I guess I could have thought a little bit harder, but I am going to do something else. I am going to go ahead and make one of those paperclip things that I was talking about real quick, because I mean, this is not a tree, but it did come on her tree, I guess, digital. So I'm going to pretend like this goes along with it, and I just needed to make this smaller. And I just want to use this thing right here. Because since I brought it up to you, I mean, you may have got ready to watch me make this paperclip thing. I already forgot what I called it. Clustered paperclip, I guess. I don't know. And then I didn't do it. But I'm actually going to. So. And okay, I'll use that. Okay. So let's see. I just need to find some background paper, which I think, let's see. I could use something like that. Let me see. Nope, that's too much. Let me see what I could find in here. I feel like it needs to not be too busy. Let me use that. Okay, when you put this on, I personally want the big part of the paper clip to be on the outside like that, because it's going to be glued down like that. Okay, so let me find. I do prefer the stick glue for this type of paper, but it's hard to do stick glue when you have this paper clip. I want to make sure that paper clip, you know, is on there pretty good. So, and also you want to be sure that the paper clip is the way that you want it. In other words, if you're doing a book and you want the, let me grab like this particular one, the way I put it on the side, so it'll have to go on a page this way. So, you know, you may want it to be on this side or up here. So you have to just be sure that your paper clip is positioned in the correct way for what you're wanting to do. Now, a lot of times I don't like them to be so perfectly straight like that. I like them to just be bunched up, but for some reason this is the way I've been doing it. I don't know. But anyways, that's all there is to it. So I could just stick that on a page like that. But let me get all of this stuff out of the way really quick. Anyways, hope this wasn't too torturous for you, but anyways, hope you will join me on the next one. Bye.